everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. In today's episode, we are going to sleep um, before we begin work on some houses inside of Havenwood. It's been a while since we've been over there. Probably like a couple months, I think, by now. And yeah, it's just time for us to head back over there now. Yeah. But anywho, I no longer sound prepubescent, which is great for me. My voice is no longer sabotaging itself. I don't know. It's one of those. It was one of those weird colds and stuff where like. Okay, I was just making sure everything would sound good. Where everything. I don't know. Your voice is sort of. Where your voice wibble wobbles a little bit. I don't even know if that's the proper. That's not the proper term. I made that up. But anywho, so let's head on over to Havenwood so I can show y'all what we're working on over there. It's probably going to be a little bit difficult for me to get back in the swing of things just a little bit because it's been so long since we've actually been over there. I think it's only been like 8 episodes maybe, but that's still a long time. Especially for me, you know, that's weeks. It's weeks for you too, but I don't know. I think it goes by faster for some reason because you guys just get to watch the video and you don't have to do the grinding or anything to make it a thing. But yeah, we might also work on the path a little bit today too. So I think our goals for today, yeah, let's work on the path too. So we're gonna do the road to Havenwood, nice bushes and stuff, some fields and stuff out here. So we'll finally tackle this area. And then also, I'm not ready to work over here. We still need to lay out a couple foundations for houses, and I think we're gonna extend this all the way out here so we can fit at least 3 houses in. I want the old peninsula to be a little bit more populated than the new area. And then eventually in the next upcoming episodes, I want to get the gate working so it's all real and functional and will close at night automatically. We're currently doing a modded playthrough called All the Mods. I don't know if you guys will get to see it. I'm going to be recording episodes, seeing how long we can get that series to play out. I have the base all designed for it. It might be coming out next week. If it becomes a full-blown series, I'm not sure if it will, but anywho, we have a pretty cool base there. Anywho, we aren't working on the farmer's market yet today. We're going to be building up these 3 houses here, these 4 houses here, at least 2 of them, probably. Maybe this one and that one, or this one, I don't know. We'll see what we can get done. So yeah, we have farmer's market to do in the next episode too. And then something I would really, really like to get done today is the bridge here and just connect up this area. So yeah, we're going to try and get that done first. So without any further ado, let's get started building up Havenwood Village again. And finally, we are actually starting construction on this frickin' bridge. This bridge, dude, I've been talking about building it for months now. And I always put it off, because I'm always like, oh, building bridges is such a pain. And it is. Don't let anybody fool you. It's not a fun job. I mean, it can be fun. It is a nice repetitive motion type of thing. This bridge is made of solid cobblestone as well, so it is kind of cool in that regard. But yeah, travel has been made so a little faster, so much easier now that we have this bridge over here, and it's just gonna make life so much easier. Excuse me for once we get everything done there. But yeah. This bridge's design in the lore is sort of, it was added in after the old wall was built, and built to sort of imitate it. It's in very much so the same style with its intricate roof and whatnot, considering its size at least intricate. So yeah, it's definitely built to match it, but it's not exactly on the same scale. It has a double gate design to maximize its security, so if one gate were to fall, the other one will still hold strong. As well as you can man them both, technically. In Minecraft you can't because there's no room for a little area, but in theory you would be manning them. And yeah, they give plenty of views. The best part about it is that from the old wall you can actually see this gate. So the old wall technically has superior control over the main gate and the bridge gate, which is kind of cool. And like the guard towers can actually like do light signals to each other, so it kind of worked out in a really interesting and like realistic way of how they can all see each other for the security of this place. But anywho, I will let past me talk. Alrighty, guys, so as you saw from that lovely time-lapse, we have come... What is that in here? I keep hearing, like, a bow go off. Brother, what are you doing? Is it this? Do these blocks... Is he shooting the place up? What are you doing? Do these blocks make that kind of noise? I don't know, I'm kind of a... noob. I don't know what Oh, I guess that's the sound he makes when he works at his workbench. He gives me a heart attack every time I walk by. I think I'm about to get sniped. Anywho, this is the Bridge of Havenwood that we built here. It has twin gates on it, just to make sure that it's extra secure. As you can see, I actually didn't, excuse me, take into account that it would be a little bit smaller than the old walls pillars, but I think that makes more sense, seeing how this bridge would have been added on after that was built, so this is more of an imitation of the old wall. And not to mention, the old wall is like the buck stops here kind of deal, where like that is the defensive structure, whereas here we have two twin gates, so it should make it just as impregnable as the old wall. As you can see, I've started the path here just roughly. I haven't marked out the path that'll lead over to the factories just yet, but we'll do that later on. But yeah, I really like this bridge. I think it's very, very pretty, very cute. I think it adds a lot of dimension as well inside of the forefront, with the wall in the background, City Hall, the church, and then that. We're still going to build hopefully at least 1 or 2 houses today. I'm not sure. We're going to have to reshuffle that area a little bit now that the bridge is here. But our next project is going to be the pathway from the mansion all the way over to the old wall, so that'll be all nice and pretty. And another thing, I was originally going to have the train station be all the way over there, so you'd walk through the old gate. But now that I'm looking at this bridge, I feel like this is a nice bridge. It wouldn't make sense for it to simply just go to the factory district. So I almost think what we're going to do is we're going to have more stuff over here and have... Well, one, it can be an entrance to the mine, right? So I have a straight shot heading all the way over to our mining cave over there, because that's where I gather all our deep slate and stuff like that. So it can head over there and just be another way. Look at... Oh my gosh. Wow. Sorry. It's beautiful. It's good to take an occasional reminder. Anywho, so we could have it go over there. Another road would go over to the factory district. And then I think a third and final road... Oh wait, no. Yeah, the train station will still be over there, but we will have a physical road that leads further over that way that connects all of the areas. So yeah, you can take a train. It'll be the fastest way to get to all of the areas, but I like the idea of having a path too. So the path will essentially probably come out here, wind around here. We'll put some nice pretty trees along here and make it a nice custom plains biome before heading right through there and heading towards the other cities and the port town, where we'll have it meet up with Myers Keep all the way in the swamp, which will be like a boat ride or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this area has looked. So let's head on over to the other zone that we're going to be working on, and I'll walk you guys through what we're going to do a little bit there, and then we'll cut to a time lapse. But yeah, no, absolutely love it. I love bridges. Something so nice about a nice bridge. And dude, oh, it makes it so much faster walking over here. I tell you what, I'm glad I decided to do this first instead of working on the pathway first, because it wouldn't have made it very fun. And I think in the next episode we're going to be working on the farmer's market, because we really need to do something there. And we'll probably be finishing up this courtyard at the same time, because it's just it's a nice courtyard, and I wanted it to be a big public open space. It's just a little too open, if you know what I mean. So I think we need to put some barrels and garbage. Not like garbage, but like, you know, like barrels and storage and stuff like that. Maybe a couple... Oh, we need trees here. That's why it looks so open. Yeah, we'll plop a couple trees down here. Maybe a little fountain in the middle. I think it'll be nice. And then right over here, the road is going to curve right up to here. This will be a little ocean or lakefront area. And then it'll lead to this house and the other 2 houses right over here. So we'll have all of that all ready to go. But anyway, this is what we're going to be working on next, our lovely pathway in between. We're going to be putting in some fence posts around here, maybe a wheat field on this side and just an open field on this side. Like I said, this is where the train station is going to go. There's going to be a path that you take all the way over here that would lead you right over to here. Then again, I don't know if I like that. You know, I really don't know if I like that. Because you're coming at Havenwood kind of from the wrong side. And the key that I have found to Minecraft buildings and where to place them is the perspective of how you come at them. You know? So, like, yeah, over here, it would, of course, be a distance over there. Coming at Havenwood, it's still a pretty view. Havenwood is a unique example where no matter where you come at it from, it's a very pretty view. So it would come over here, there'd be another wall right here. And this would be kind of your view as you emerge to the city. You can kind of see the clock tower a little bit. You can tell that it's, what, 3 o'clock? Yeah, 3 o'clock. I don't know. We aren't ready to build the train station just yet. I'm more kicking the idea of where we want to get everything placed around. But yeah, then there's the house right there. Such a pretty view. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get started on building up the road. Alrighty, so sorry about that. I was sitting up in my chair. As you guys can see, this is honestly probably one of the best things that we should have done. I'm sorry, it's 11:30 at night. This is probably one of the most important things that we should have done. I know it seems one of the smallest things, you know, building a road, but it's really the small things. Like I've beat this dead horse 1,000 times. It really is the smallest things in Minecraft that really make the biggest difference, in my opinion. It shows the most detail, shows the most attention and caring. And it kind of creates another little area for us. Like I've said 1,000 times before, I mean, the big buildings look cool and all, but if there's nothing small to give them their scale, then they kind of lose all their purpose. Like the clock tower in the background there, it would look kind of silly if it was just by itself, but when you layer it with buildings, it looks perfect. But anywho, I will let past me talk. Alrighty, so as you guys saw from that lovely last time-lapse, we have completely finished off the path from Havenwood all the way over to the lovely Tregorian Manor. Unfortunately, I know I talked about doing another house in today's episode for a time-lapse. Unfortunately, time has just gotten away from me due to just, you know, life happening and whatnot. But don't worry, next week we'll be working primarily on the buildings inside of Havenwood. So there will be lots of time-lapses over there. I want to get a couple more houses finished and whatnot. Ugh. Aura. And life, as Queso would say. Anywho, so this is what we have right here. I think eventually, off camera, I'm going to add in some birch leaves and azalea flowering bushes in here as well. Just so that way there's a little bit more variety. It's a little bit one-sided at the moment, but I think that it really does help feel like countryside out here. And it's very nice and peaceful. Eventually, I think these are going to become hay. Or wheat fields, excuse me. Right now I sort of have them as like hay bale fields, where you just sort of like collect up the hay. I know it wouldn't be stored like this, I just like to see it. I'm a visual person. And I think it kind of looks cool having the hay all clumped up outside of the wall of Havenwood and stuff. But I think it looks really nice. And the main reason I don't put in any wheat fields just yet, because I might like turn this area into a wheat field and have that be a hay field, and then, you know, vice versa over here. But with me still not knowing where we're gonna put the train station, like if we put the train station here, we're gonna need a path leading from here. If we have the train station on the other side of the Grand Bridge, then it'll need to go over there, and then this can all be filled in. So I just don't know what we're gonna be doing here just yet. I think this area is too nice to not put something here, you know, because we have just this really nice long path here. So I feel like we'll have to have something head off this way. What that something is, I'm not just sure. Maybe we could do like a parkland or something. I don't know, or just more woods, perhaps. But I don't know. The woods is always nice, but at the same time, it is nice just being in a plains biome sometimes. I don't know. Maybe we could build like a summer cottage to get away from the house right here or something. I don't know. But yeah, well, or a tree house. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay, we might build a tree house here eventually. That'd be kind of cool, because it'd give us nice views of the surrounding area. And eventually, I don't know, I feel like realms will eventually make it so that you can see further on them, or at least I really hope they do. It kind of sucks, if I'm being honest, like barely being able to see St. Hawthorne's from here, and you can just see the brow of some windows right over there. I don't know if you guys can even see them. It's right over there. That's right where the house is. That's the very front of the mansion. I don't know. We'll just think about what we can do over here. It's like I said, I'm not too positive on what I want to do just yet. But yeah. Anywho, let's go ahead and walk back over our bridge and stuff. I don't think anything has really changed over there, but we can at least plan together for what we're going to do inside of the next episode. I think right here I'm definitely going to be putting in some more of the bushes that we have outside there, and then maybe another tree, and maybe get rid of this planter thing here and just have just a couple trees planted instead. I think it would look a little bit more natural. We'll probably be overhauling this courtyard in one of these upcoming episodes with more lampposts, and when we do that, we'll probably eventually or finally put on the missing lampposts that are supposed to go on this bridge. The bridge of Havenwood, I don't have them like that because it's sort of not connecting to the city, so to me it just didn't make sense to include it. Oh, it's so much nicer having a bridge here, I tell you what. It's the little things. It really is. It is the little things in Minecraft that just make it so much nicer. And here we might only be building one house. I don't know. There are a lot of things that we have to figure out, and I'll definitely be building up at least two of the buildings over here in next week's episode. I do that all the time. In next week's episode, we'll be building up these buildings. At least the two of them. This one might have a small addition onto this build. Here be like a knight's area or something. I don't know. And keeping this building right here, but probably having like an alleyway to get to it, or I don't know, something over here. And we'll probably extend this, not all in next week's episode, but over the next upcoming episodes. Expect more of Havenwood as we're slowly trying to finish it off just a little bit more. And then, of course, once we're done with Havenwood, I mean, we'll probably get to start work on the factory a lot more, which is all the way right over there, just to help speed up the videos. I've mentioned it before, but I always like to collect everything manually with my hands, my bare hands. But when you do YouTube, it honestly, not saying that I'm doing this series because of YouTube. I do it because I love it, love the game of it. But I don't know, there are just times where you would sort of take a break, I guess. And we haven't really done it. It's great. I love it. I love that every week something new is added to this realm and there's no real filler episodes. Like, that honestly is really cool to me. The main thing is, it's just like, it is nice to finish a project in the time span of a week and then get it uploaded to YouTube so you guys can all see what we've done and stuff. So it'll just be able to speed up that process just a little bit of the grinding and fixing tools and stuff. But yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with it. And this area over here just looks completely transformed now. I mean, it was such a little thing, just a little tiny grass path, but now it just looks so much cleaner there and whatnot. But yeah. But anywho, I think we've just about run out of time in today's episode. In today's episode. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of Minecraft. If you did, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you really did enjoy it, feel free to share with your friends because it really helps out the channel. But anywho, I will see you all inside of the next one. See ya.